a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 71 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Fertzer here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here.
Tannehill looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And that might be Titan football. It is.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Evans.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Tannehill.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Titans have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
He's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. This is Kelly. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll run on first down. It's Kelly, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Man open, here is Jones. And he's brought down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
It's just me and you. 4 balls to Mike. Mike's 4 balls. 3 balls. 3 balls.
Here's Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Tannehill. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert on first down now. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
To throw is Tannehill. Caught by Jones.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Tannehill. Man open, that's Chester Rogers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Foreman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Let's go. 180. 49.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 12. Now Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Tannehill going to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Man open left side. It's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line and give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
Herbert going to throw.
Escaping the pressure. Herbert has it knocked free. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing, Herbert.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's complete. It's Cook. Oh, and he'll be tackled and covered up inbounds. They get another first, but they're working with no timeouts.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Herbert. And this one is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Randy Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now room for Eckler, and all the way up to the 46. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Herbert now. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. Past the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Henry again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. First look now for Darrington Evans. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they'll run for it with Evans. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away, bowling his way in. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the 50, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Down to the 25. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running left, it's Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, it's Tannehill. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Titans have taken the lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man, second time he gets it done.
Almost almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. And he is not going to make it to the goal line, so the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. A final shot before break. Herbert, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They run again with Foreman.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Foreman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going,